As you step into 2026, the energy around you begins to shift in gentle but meaningful ways. This is a year that invites you to slow down, breathe deeper, and reconnect with the parts of yourself that have been waiting for attention. AstroPrinciple is here to guide you through this inner journey, helping you understand the emotional, spiritual, and energetic themes shaping your path. Each zodiac sign carries a unique message for 2026, a reminder of what your soul is ready to release and what it's ready to receive. Allow this moment to be your pause, your reflection, and your space to realign with your true self. Aries 2026 invites you to soften the edges you've built around your heart and reconnect with your inner truth. This year teaches you that strength is not only in action, but in awareness. You begin to understand the difference between reacting and responding, between pushing forward and allowing life to unfold. Old emotional patterns, especially impatience, self-criticism, or the need to prove yourself, start dissolving as you embrace a more conscious version of yourself. Relationships deepen when you communicate with honesty rather than urgency. Your intuition becomes sharper, guiding you toward choices that feel aligned rather than forced. This is a year of spiritual maturity, where you learn to trust timing, trust yourself, and trust the quiet signs the universe sends you. Let 2026 be the year you rise with intention, not intensity. Taurus 2026 brings a gentle awakening to your emotional world. You're being guided to release the heaviness you've carried quietly, the responsibilities you never complained about but always felt. This year teaches you that stability is not just external, it begins within. You may feel called to simplify your life, create healthier boundaries, and protect your peace more fiercely. Your relationships become more authentic as you express your needs without fear of disappointing others. Spiritually, this is a year of grounding and reconnection. Nature, silence, and slow moments become your medicine. You rediscover your inner voice, the one that knows what truly nourishes you. 2026 helps you rebuild your foundation from a place of self-love, not obligation. Gemini 2026 opens your mind and heart in ways you didn't expect. You're entering a year where clarity replaces confusion, and your inner dialogue becomes kinder, calmer, and more focused. The universe encourages you to slow down your thoughts and listen to the wisdom beneath them. You may feel drawn to journaling, meditation, or conversations that feed your soul rather than drain your energy. Relationships improve as you communicate with more presence and less distraction. Spiritually, this is a year of alignment. Your ideas, emotions, and actions begin to move in the same direction. You discover that your true power lies not in how much you say, but in how deeply you understand yourself. 2026 brings mental peace and emotional harmony. Cancer 2026 is a year of emotional renewal. You're being guided to release old wounds, past disappointments, and the weight of memories you've carried for too long. This year encourages you to open your heart again, not blindly, but with wisdom and compassion. You may feel a strong desire to nurture yourself the way you've always nurtured others. Spiritual growth comes through forgiveness, acceptance, and choosing peace over perfection. Your intuition becomes your compass, helping you make decisions that honor your emotional well-being. Relationships deepen when you allow vulnerability to be your strength. 2026 helps you rediscover your softness, your sensitivity, and your inner light. Leo 2026 invites you to shine from a place of authenticity rather than performance. You begin to understand that your true radiance comes from your heart, not your image. This year encourages you to drop the need for external validation and reconnect with your inner purpose. You may feel called to express yourself creatively, spiritually, or emotionally in ways you've held back before. Relationships become more meaningful when you lead with honesty instead of pride. Spiritually, this is a year of awakening. Your intuition strengthens, your self-awareness deepens, and your confidence becomes quieter but more powerful. 2026 teaches you that your light is strongest when it comes from within. Virgo 2026 brings emotional clarity and inner healing. You're being guided to release the pressure you place on yourself, the constant need to fix, perfect, or control everything around you. This year teaches you to trust the process, trust your intuition, and trust that not everything needs to be solved immediately. You may feel drawn to spiritual practices that calm your mind and soften your heart. Relationships improve when you allow yourself to receive support instead of carrying everything alone. Spiritually, This is a year of surrender, letting go of overthinking and embracing flow. 2026 helps you reconnect with your inner peace, reminding you that you are enough exactly as you are. Libra 2026 brings you back into harmony with yourself. You've spent years trying to balance expectations, relationships, and responsibilities, often putting your own emotional needs last. This year gently guides you to reclaim your inner center. You begin to understand that peace is not something you search for outside. It's something you create within. You may feel called to simplify your connections, choosing depth over quantity and authenticity over politeness. Spiritually, this is a year of alignment. Your intuition becomes clearer, helping you make decisions that feel right rather than decisions that look right. You learn to trust your inner voice, even when it leads you away from familiar patterns. 2026 helps you restore balance, not by pleasing others, but by honoring your truth. Scorpio 2026 is a year of emotional transformation. You're being guided to release the shadows you've carried, the fears, the doubts, the unspoken pain that shaped your past choices. This year encourages you to step into vulnerability, not as weakness, but as liberation. You may feel drawn to deeper conversations, healing practices, or spiritual work that helps you understand your inner world. Relationships become more meaningful when you allow yourself to be seen without your protective armor. Spiritually, this is a year of rebirth. Old versions of you fall away, making space for clarity, strength, and emotional freedom. 2026 teaches you that true power comes from healing, not hiding. Sagittarius 2026 opens your spirit to new possibilities. You're entering a year where your heart seeks expansion, not through movement alone, but through meaning. You begin to question what truly inspires you, what brings you joy, and what aligns with your deeper purpose. You may feel called to learn, explore, or reconnect with spiritual practices that broaden your perspective. Relationships grow when you communicate with honesty and openness. Spiritually, this is a year of awakening. Your intuition becomes louder, guiding you toward experiences that nourish your soul. 2026 encourages you to follow the path that feels true, even if it leads you away from what's familiar. Growth comes from trusting your inner compass. Capricorn 2026 softens your journey in ways you didn't expect. You've carried responsibilities with strength, but often at the cost of your emotional well-being. This year invites you to slow down, breathe, and reconnect with your inner world. You may feel drawn to healing old patterns of self-pressure or perfectionism. Relationships deepen when you allow yourself to express your emotions instead of holding everything inside. Spiritually, this is a year of grounding. You rediscover the peace that comes from stillness, reflection, and self-acceptance. 2026 teaches you that success is not only measured by achievements, but by how aligned and supported you feel within. Aquarius 2026 awakens your inner truth. You're entering a year where authenticity becomes your guiding force. You begin to release the need to fit into expectations or roles that no longer reflect who you are becoming. You may feel inspired to express yourself more freely, emotionally, and spiritually. Relationships improve when you allow vulnerability to replace detachment. Spiritually, this is a year of clarity. Your intuition sharpens, helping you understand your deeper desires and purpose. 2026 encourages you to embrace your uniqueness without hesitation. When you honor your true self, the right people, opportunities, and experiences naturally align with your path. Pisces 2026 brings emotional healing and spiritual renewal. You're being guided to release old fears, past disappointments, and the weight of unspoken emotions. This year encourages you to trust your intuition more deeply than ever before. You may feel drawn to creativity, meditation, or spiritual practices that reconnect you with your inner world. Relationships become more harmonious when you express your feelings with clarity instead of carrying them silently. Spiritually, this is a year of awakening. Your dreams, instincts, and inner guidance become powerful sources of direction. 2026 helps you step into a softer, wiser, more aligned version of yourself, reminding you that your sensitivity is your greatest strength. As you move through 2026, remember that your inner world shapes every experience you attract. This year encourages presence, intuition, and emotional clarity. And AstroPrinciple is honored to walk this journey with you. Thank you for sharing this peaceful space tonight. May 2026 bring you healing, wisdom, and a deeper connection with your true essence. For personal guidance or spiritual sessions, you can reach us at care@astroprinciple.com.